Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Air Force Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The midshipman head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's long. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Turning it on. He's got the first down. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Hey, put the brakes on it. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense do that too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. After run, now throw. Out wide right, it's Palmer.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Has it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. looking for space. It's Bryant. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Pulls it. He'll do it himself. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Navy quick to the line. The give to the big fullback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. Made a defender miss. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure. That was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, and those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Jukes his way for more. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the ground, it's Bryant. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the left. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Sets his feet. It's Woodson. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rashad Downs going up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Tells the run, lost a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Turning it on. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get close to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Working that left side now. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sticks it in his belly. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Offense gets set for 2nd down. Keeps it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
First down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play action on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Had to force that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Wildcats, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. It evens up their record at 2-2 on the season following a nice home win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big Ten.
Midshipmen will get things going here on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. But I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
On the move is the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. And that's good enough for...
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bryant. Got headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Midshipmen. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Inside the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Falcons. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Follows his blocks. It's Bryant. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Maybe a crease. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Got it. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Stepping to the right. Quarterback got it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Sells to fake. Right side, it's Allen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, you know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quick give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Takes a hit as he fires. Unloads in the nick of time.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Dead center perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Sees an alley. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, midshipman. And the stomping has commenced. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Number 68 set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. On target. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, looking for a man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
And he avoids the sack.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And it's no good. He missed it. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, pressure's coming. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're all over him. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Under pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of this drive. Still looking to his right. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.